tell you, I cowboyed with it. I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm Norman Grenwelge. I'm 95 years old. I was born October the 8th, 1921. I've been on the ranch all my life with the exception of 1 year when I served Uncle Sam. I came back to the ranch. My father had cancer and died in 1955. I took over the ranch and built a cow herd, also a hog herd, showed hogs all over Texas and Oklahoma. Had champion at every major show in Texas, Pole Hereford show. '20s and '30s, we fed basically cottonseed cake, pulled mistletoe, and they also cut brush, whatever you could rake up. Those cows weren't fed like they are this day and time. Different kinds of feeds and convenience. Back in the '20s, you loaded wagon and horses, went to these places and fed. They got them like giraffes at one time. A whole leg, not much meat on them. Then they decided that that wasn't it. The cattle didn't do good. They were too narrow-chested, they couldn't breathe. So they sized them down. Well, they got them a little too small again, and now they built them up. Late 20s and early 30s, the government decided to help ranchers, and they purchased cattle at a price of $3 for a calf and $5 for a cow. Rough talking fella with his pistol just up there, pow, pow. Shot those cattle right on the ranch, and you could skin them and sell the hide, but you couldn't use the meat. I know this place there where we had water where they called those cattle together and shot them out there. I don't know that it was helped the beef industry. Depression, you didn't have any money, and you got some money to buy your groceries and supplies. I don't know particularly that there was a surplus of beef. There's just been all kinds of government programs supposed to help farmers and ranchers, but I don't know really whether some of them are too beneficial or not. It changed the industry completely, boy. They came around, it was a government program, more or less. They came around and asked for donations. They're going to eradicate the screwworms. They came around and you could give whatever you wanted to. And then they got this program going where they had these sterile flies and dropped them. all over the country. And boy, that changed the industry. They call what they had a spoon. It's a round thing. I've got some of them in the barn if you want to see what they look like. About that long, a tube deal. And it was sharp and dug around that horn. Well, if you got a big horn, you couldn't do it. You had to do them when they're small horn that you got everything in. My mother was held up by some gypsies that came by and took the ham and bacon out of the smokehouse, but they called the law and they caught them, and I think they fined them $35. I have a copy of it somewhere. A couple of jackrabbits jumped up there. One of the men said, "That's a sign for rain." Another one of the older ones says, "It's a better sign there's going to be little jackrabbits."
That's funny.